Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Happy summer solstice to you, Alana.
Oh, thank you, Glenn. Happy summer to you as well. I know we came through with weather that you absolutely love to kick off the season.
Today.
Yes, today.
Yeah.
It will change, but it's been beautiful out there. When you talk about the solstice, it officially happened at 8:57 here in Utah this morning. Earth's axis is tilted towards the sun. You know, today's the longest day of the year, and that sun goes down 9:03, just over 15 hours of daylight, which we absolutely love. All right, we're starting down near Lake Powell, where people just want to get out and enjoy. Great view of Wall-Wheat Marina in the southeastern corner of the state. This is one of the spots where that record snowpack has benefited. We have seen those water levels rising, 59.2 feet at Powell since April. Also saw those levels go up at the Great Salt Lake, 5.3 feet for that rise, which we love to see. We've talked a lot about reservoirs, and we've got really healthy numbers in the northern portion of the state. Love to see places like Jordanelle, Willard Bay, Pineview with healthy percents when it comes to water. Good to see that. Causey also looking good at 99.6%. Live view from Cedar City. It's 80 degrees. It's been pretty quiet on the tarmac at the Cedar City Airport, but we've got a really beautiful day out there. We're in between two systems, and that's adding to just the quiet pattern that we're seeing today. Live view from Castleton Rock, pretty there. 70s for the Wasatch Front and Wasatch Back. 90 in Moab, just made it there. 80 in Cedar. Mid-70s in Salt Lake. You just can't beat it. It's a nice day. Temperature change shows that warming trend is underway. We're going to see this summer heat before you know it. It's on the way. We're up 8 degrees in Logan today than where we were yesterday, and the heat's going to continue to build. Along the Wasatch Front, we'll be dropping into the 60s. A cool overnight expected. Just a really nice way to start the season. We do have a chance, a general threat of a thunderstorm for southwestern Wyoming, the Wasatch Back, and over the Uintas into tomorrow. Let me show you why. I mentioned we're in between two systems. We've got high pressure to our east and an area of low pressure to our west. That is actually going to lift, and it's going to graze northern Utah as we get through Thursday and Friday. That brings the slight potential and will also bring breezy conditions back to the mix. Not as extreme as what we saw on Monday. Following that, a quieter pattern for the weekend. Our moisture tracker keeps us really dry over the Beehive State. We see this area of low pressure start to move inland, and when it does, it will also dig and impact us by Tuesday, so we get more cloud cover and the potential, but not that progressive pattern we've seen. So now you know why we're seeing what we're seeing. Let's look at where those storms could bubble up. Futurecast shows us that as we get through cloud cover into tonight just a little bit, mostly clear skies. Here we go with those afternoon storms mainly impacting southwestern Wyoming Thursday at 4 p.m. Watch that clock in the corner of your screen, and then over the Uintas and towards the Wasatch Plateau. We'll dry out following that, but as we get into our Friday, the northwest corner of the state could actually see some shower potential as we get into the afternoon. Spotty development, but it's not a short bet. Moisture potential is pretty low, so we're not going to see huge storms. 40s and 50s for tonight. Yeah, it's going to be a cool one in places like Nephi and Logan. 60s in Moab, 61 in St. George. Starting out tomorrow, mostly clear skies will lead to sunshine, but we will see increasing cloud cover throughout the day. 80s make a return along the Wasatch Front. 95 in St. George. We'll see 70s and 80s for the Wasatch Back with fairly quiet conditions. Checking out that 7-day forecast, you're going to see 90s turning to 80s because of the winds, upsloping just a little bit, and then the heat builds. We're going to be flirting with the century mark on Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be right there, so the winds are really going to dictate if we hit our first triple-digit day in St. George. Wasatch Front, dry pattern, 80s. Turning to 90s, 92. That's the hottest we've been this year, and that was this week with the help of the southwesterly winds. Really, as we're into the first full week of summer, 80s don't sound too bad.
No. It's looking more like summer.
It's going to feel that way, too.
Yeah.